All right, Joey. What's good, yo? It's your boy Trey Lee Sweatpants Poppy.
And Miss Nita.
Savage Mark.
This is the Henny Chronicles podcast, yo. We got G's in the building.
Yes, sir.
We got Gator in the building, but, you know, we don't know if that nigga talking or not. Yo, we back, yo. Last week we missed because of bad communication on my end. Had a massage party. I should let
And I was on time.
Y'all was early.
She was really on
Y'all was
time.
early. Yo, real shit.
She called me like,
yo, my massage was literally right down the street. I was in Patterson already, right? So I'm thinking to myself, yo, the massage started at 6. I got 3 bodies. That's 9. I'm gonna break down. I'll be back up the street by like 9:45. I end up starting late because whatever. And then she hit me up like, yo, man. I'm like, what? She's like, anybody in the house? I'm like, what? That shit was crazy. My bad for last week.
He texted me mad late, and he was like, nobody was home. I'm like, nigga, I'm asleep.
Yo, on some real shit, I was working, and I'm like, what it is, she sent me the message when I was already on a body. So, my bad for last week. I apologize to my crew and staff. I would also like to say this too, to my co-hosts. You know, I appreciate y'all patience for tonight, because tonight I had a massage party too, and we are late.
It is 1:51 in the morning.
In the morning, and they riding out with your boy, because you know we just started right now.
If you ain't up right now, you're a loser. It's Friday.
Alright, Joe, but we back
first
yo.
too.
Huh?
First today too,
bro. So we back this week. Alright, so our last show we went off on police all week. Mark wasn't here. You know, it was mentioned that he was out and about in Atlanta. He went back to the hometown. You know, it was a vacation, but it wasn't a vacation. Do you care to explain? Bring us in real quick.
It was an uneventful technically staycation because, you know, it's home down there. But, no, I was supposed to go to London. London, it allows, you know, Americans to go over there. It's fine. I have family there. So, like, you know, I'm going to London. I was ready, had my COVID test. Everything was fine. Then I was reading on the travel policies. It was like, oh, you need a COVID test to come back to the States. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine like that. They're like, oh, yeah, it needs to be pre-booked. And they wanted like 210 pounds. 210 pounds US is damn near $300. I was only going in for 4 days. I was like, I'm not spending $300 on a COVID test to come back home. No.
That will definitely make a motherfucker reconsider.
No, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go see mom. I haven't seen her in a year, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see mom in Atlanta. I ended up sleeping most of the week.
Bruh. Okay, so
And ignoring my calls.
Nita ain't gonna let you live, yo. She said she was gonna punch you in the face last year.
She left me on my birthday though, so talk about this.
I went to Great Wolf Lodge with my kid for his birthday.
My birthday was after, so therefore best for last.
Actually, pause. We spent your birthday together.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
We didn't.
But you came to my house.
We didn't do anything, so we didn't do it.
I ordered you food.
Nasty food.
Damn.
Like I was supposed to know it was nasty. Let's try something.
I asked for one thing. I asked for a cake.
We're going to Cheesecake Factory. We're going to Cheesecake Factory.
I got everything but the cheesecake.
We're going to Cheesecake Factory.
So let's, you know, happy birthday, Mark. Happy belated birthday to Mark.
Thank you. April
belated,
9th, Aries out here.
How old you turn?
That's too many questions. That's too many questions. Nah, I turned 27.
Damn, 30, homie.
Shout out to my folk getting old out here in these streets.
I'll be 24.
Shut up.
In August.
You're going to be 24?
Yeah.
Really?
No cap.
My young boys is young.
He's young.
My young boys are young. Alright?
I could actually be like, oh, you're a baby.
Bruh.
Old. No baby no more.
It's
got
a
facial hair now. This is bad.
My nephew,
my shit curling up.
My nephew Jelani got facial hair. He 9.
Damn, they
I
got gray hair.
I got
gray hair.
You know Cook coming tomorrow, right?
Yeah, he got my hats. That's why he called me.
I'm definitely gonna check.
He probably on his way up here right now.
Shout out to the big moves, man.
They get.
Mark, so what happened in Atlanta, man?
Nothing. I went to Atlanta, had a great time.
I had Korean barbecue. That was the highlight.
Yo, I would say this. Shout out to Atlanta. I did this when I came back.
Where'd you stay?
I was in Midtown.
Okay, of course you did.
You touched the egg?
Bro, I was in Atlanta in Midtown. I'm supposed to be. I'm not gonna say exactly what's happening, but it looks like I might be going back in September.
Make it interesting.
Because they're trying. They're trying to rebook me out that way again. So we gonna see what happens. No promises to anybody who's listening, watching, and shout out to
I got
EJ.
somewhere I can stay out there, so I'm coming with you this trip. I could record you doing the
No.
massages for the page, you know what I mean? And then I could go do my thing. You know
But
what I
Mark, you 27 years, you ain't giving no boy twat last.
You ain't do the. This
I
is the
was
next
home
question.
with mother.
And you was in your hometown.
You ain't giving no boy twat.
Hold on, you ain't do that. Hold on. Okay,
No
this is a good
perspective
question.
of Atlanta.
Huh?
They made me do
I ain't
it.
got no hoes in Atlanta. I don't like going back to Atlanta. I literally haven't been in a year. I don't go down there.
Good.
Okay. So wait, so you ain't tapped nothing on your birthday? I can't say nothing because I never tap anything on mine. But I just gotta, you young. Y'all got young energy.
Nah.
Let me tell you something. We are adults now. You know why? Because sex is hard to come by. We are adults.
Kid you not though. It's been a dry spell. I don't know if it's because of COVID. I don't know.
No, bitch, it's not because of COVID. It's because we're adults. We got responsibilities. We got responsibilities, y'all.
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with that? Explain why you don't agree with that. You ain't, cause you ain't grown yet. You grown.
No,
but you ain't
you
grown
at the
yet.
age where it's like fun.
It's still fun.
For some
You ain't got no
reason,
kids. You out here wildin'.
the closer you get to 27, it's just like, damn.
My Uncle
Where
Sean
my
get
weed ball
booty
at?
every night.
Don't say that. But this is some funny shit, right? Cause I told y'all niggas this. I was like, with the relationship shit, and y'all was like, nah, we out here still twerking hips and shit. This is the real shit. Like, as time goes on, it slows down. I said this shit, and y'all was like, nah, don't
It's
flash
slow
me.
No,
down.
I mean, I still don't want a relationship, but like,
Yeah, I'm just like, you're wild. We just be wanting to fuck, and it's like
can't find
people's
much.
schedules just be clashing. Like niggas be traveling, and you just like, oh my god.
And this is the adult part that I was talking to you all about. Like, listen,
I don't like it.
as you get older and shit like that, that's what happens. Yeah, from the church. I bet. Yo, Chris, can you get my get the door?
Damn.
My bad, yo, you young legs, man. You got young legs.
Who is it? I go get it. Who is it?
Young-
I go get it. Who is it?
Nah, cause you gotta walk past all the mics and shit.
That's
Yo,
not the
real quick, it's Krystal. I bet, my nigga. My cousin on his way down to get you. Pardon the show, folks. My girl Krystal's coming up here to kick it. Huh? Now we not paused. We going. Alright, so
What the fuck is you drinking?
an old fashioned. It's Jack, but it's not yet. Take a sip. Yeah, it's liquor. It's strong too. Anyway, so alright. So as we kick it in the show. Yeah, exactly. It's different. Yeah, shit hit different.
Already.
Huh?
I hit her. Already.
You hear her already?
No, that's my mother. That's his mother talking.
Yeah, that's my mama got that. That's Krystal and Krystal.
That's Krystal.
Both of the crystals. Alright, so
My sister Krystal.
So yeah, my spiritualist, she coming up here, give y'all some of this young energy too. Maybe she been twerking the hips. We gonna see what happened because she said
Krystal don't count
why not?
because you be fucking.
But she went on she was on a little hiatus for a
Oh,
while.
that's your sister. Your sister been.
So we gonna wait
for
for Nola to get up here. We gonna talk and we gonna see what she at with the twerking the hip shit. But listen, I told y'all on the show it does get harder as you get older. It's the scheduling shit. It's having the time to get your boot smoked. If you got a job and you got responsibilities.
Kids.
And our situation, kids, it makes it a little hard to get them boots roped on. Mark, you have no excuse.
I have no.
You ain't got no kids. You got a weird, fucked up schedule.
Mom, you should got your boot smoke. We're using your birthday weekend.
Hold on, wait. Please explain to people. What is your work schedule?
My new schedule is 1 in the afternoon to 9:30 p.m.
That's mad trash.
It's trash with Tuesday, Wednesdays off.
So
And we never get to spend time together.
you got Tuesday, Wednesday off?
Tuesday, Wednesday.
That sucks mad penis.
We don't get to spend time
But when
together.
you spend time with your dudes, he ain't spend no time with his dudes.
I don't have no dude.
Dudes,
Neither one of them got dudes.
the roster is empty.
Hug her. She need a hug, Mark.
Wait, wait, hold on. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna ask y'all questions. I know that young people that are active, people that are just active in general, right? None of us have a roster. Can you explain the reason why you feel you do not have a roster right now? Individually, go.
Let him go first.
My reason right now for not having a roster is I moved to Atlanta. I came back. Most of my hoes dispersed or are expanding their families. You know.
Come on, big sexy.
Hello.
Oh, not coming in like that, Krystal.
Man, good.
Take a seat, mamas. She came bearing gifts. We're gonna jump you in this conversation.
Steps, bro.
I know, we're gonna jump you in this conversation too real quick. We're gonna jump in this conversation real quick. So wait. Right now Mark is explaining you made me now I'm feeding because of you. See, you got my shit for you.
Hey, you okay?
I'm fine. The last time I came here, I ended up with no feet.
What do you mean no feet?
She got into the car.
I'll be traumatized.
Oh.
She was traumatized. I'm surprised she is.
I refuse to come here. See, I refuse to come here until they cut me my check. They cut me my check, so I'm here.
I like this little get up too.
Thanks.
How are your friends today, okay?
I don't know. They signed out the hospital. I did, and now I got 4 lawsuits and they don't. That's all I'm concerned about.
That's that good.
But then I tell you, I refuse to come here till when?
Till they cut the check.
Till they cut my check. What I told you the other day, they did what? Cut my check.
So welcome back. So as you jump in on the show, right now Mark is explaining to us. He said all his hosts. Right now, I asked the question. Right now, us over here because I don't know your situation, so we're gonna let you jump in a second. We right now, no one in this section has any hoes, no roster, no lineup, no nothing. Right?
I'm gonna set this one out.
So go ahead. So he said all his joints dispersed and having kids and shit.
They having kids. One moved to California.
California's the devil. At this point, you taking my man.
Funny enough, he moved to Atlanta first, and then California. I was like, damn, I was just Atlanta. How you managed to do that? But yeah, now I need to find new ones.
Well, mine is engaged. They just had a new baby. I just aborted his baby twice, and here we are.
You can't.
No. That's where we at. So this is why I love Bristol. Are you Krystal or Bristol tonight?
Whatever you want to call me.
She Bristol tonight.
She Bristol tonight.
Big breast. That's it. Big breast.
Big breast for real.
Hold on. Just stop staring at my friend, motherfucker. Anyway, so you jumped in quick. Air raid.
It wasn't even that. I was just going off of what he said.
Can I wear your hat on your birthday?
On my birthday matches, yes you may.
I got army green.
You may.
So I'm gonna rock your hat on your birthday. Alright, we out there. So that escalated quickly. So yeah, he engaged. So yeah, but that's wait. We was talking about that's the only part of the roster.
I mean, my nigga in jail called me the other day.
Random as hell. Random as hell.
Right.
Random as hell.
She was there because I text her. First, he had somebody text me, and I text her like, Nita, why did this man just text me and how he get my number? He still won't tell me how he got my number, and he literally said,
"It's a creepy thing."
Niggas in jail is really.
That'd be the creepy thing.
Niggas in jail, they got their ways because you just like. Hello?
And I asked him, I said, like, yo, how did you even get my number? Because the thing is, I changed my number 3 weeks before he went to jail. We didn't speak in that time period. He never got my number. It's been a year, and he called me.
Ask the family.
Which one?
Someone close to you has betrayed you.
Someone close to you has betrayed.
And I keep asking them that, but they say it's not them. And he was like, it's a problem with me having your number. You know what, baby? It's not. You can have it. Keep calling me. As long as I ain't got to pay for the charges, it's all right because I'm not one of them. I'll send you all the books you want to read, but the minute you ask me to put money on your books, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
I love her, yo.
Try that.
She's
What,
awesome.
sending books to jail?
No.
I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about?
Wait, no. Let's help our felons read. No, I'm the Carla Rossi.
I'm like, wait, you want to send books to jail? What
We
the
gonna do
fuck?
more cups.
Remember, I wanted to do the whole write a prisoner thing.
Well, I have a prisoner. I got a couple of them you could write.
I let all my prisoners go.
I don't need them like ever thinking they ever call me. Like
They're gonna put a lot in
See, it took a year for him to call me, and when he could, like, I answered my phone by accident. It just said robocaller. I went to click end and clicked accept, and that shit said, you have a call from the Essex County Division of Corrections from, and I was like, oh fuck.
you had plenty of time to just hang up the phone.
At that point, see, you don't know him. You don't know him. So I wasn't even going to attempt to hang up. I just answered. He's like, why you sound like that? I thought you forgot about me. I did. You don't want to talk to me? Nope. I'm going to talk to you anyway. Okay.
We going to an old school pen, paper, P.O. box. I'm not getting my address.
He has my house keys and he got locked up with them, and I still ain't changed my locks.
Of red flags that we just no.
I used to take care of all 12 of his dogs.
Flag and play.
Yo, her man, it's crazy.
She was invested.
She was
Flag
invested.
on the play.
But we ain't
Sis was
gonna,
invested. I cannot.
that situation's still crazy in my mind. We talked about that, but we ain't gonna talk about it here because everything's allegedly. So we're not talking about it.
It's
here.
all accusations.
All accusations. We're not talking about it here. But that story's crazy. So
That's wild as fuck.
So Nita, why you don't got no roster?
Because I started fucking my baby father again. That's why.
That's why.
That's why. But it's growing.
It's growing.
And I'm in love.
You always in love. You're in love.
Bitch,
We're having the
fuck up.
seance this weekend.
I told
We didn't say for
myself.
what. I didn't say for what. I didn't say for what. I said we're having a seance. We're manifesting.
You want to know the funny thing? In the 1920s, a seance was just basically, washing your pussy in your vagina. You're washing your pussy with vinegar in the water, just to
And then take that water and throw it on a candle.
tighten it back up.
She said throw it on a candle.
Listen, man, come on, man. I'm in tune.
I said you motherfuckers do that bullshit.
I'm into it.
Ouija board shit, and that's insane.
Ouija board, we don't use those.
Nah.
Sir, what are you trying to do?
We real spiritual.
Can I come to y'all seance?
What?
Can I come to y'all seance?
Why are you sniffing your fingers like that, sir?
That's
Yo,
crazy.
But yeah, no. My shit is growing. But I don't want it to grow. I want to stay with this one person. So, faithful Nita.
Faithful Nita.
Celibate Nita.
Check back in 2 months.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't make a comment.
I hate all of y'all. I hate it here.
Oh, yeah,
I hate it here. Go ahead.
You don't have a roster
Yeah, I
because
do.
you fuck whores.
Fuck whores. I pay them $20. I can do what the fuck I want to do.
So you don't count.
What is that? Yes, I do count. I got 4 or 5
Allegedly,
whores.
because soliciting prostitution.
Allegedly,
Allegedly, he's
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, I solicitate prostitutes.
That's crazy.
So what's your...
I can't fucking breathe. What?
It's funny as hell. So y'all funny as hell. So okay, cool.
I like you though.
I don't got a roster
Go ahead.
because
We
I don't
go
have
through
one.
this every time I come
Every
here.
time he
But every
says-
time I come here, I look like a different person. So that might be it.
It might be the hat though. So
It was the hat. There was the green hair, the pink hair, the orange hair. It's always different.
No, that you see her mad times. Like
the fucking
I've
just
watched.
came in here.
I done came here to do his hair. You asked me to do your hair. It's been a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Just my hair falling out. You still ain't do.
She been here mad times.
She's been here mad times, and literally every time that she's been here, that I've been here, you always act like she's brand new.
Cause you be drinking. Stop drinking.
Stop
Fuck you.
drinking.
Give me that shit. Give me that shit. Okay. What's your roster, asshole? Your roster, Farah.
My roster is. This is the funny shit, right? I don't count anybody that I do it to as a roster, cause I might have sex like once a month, twice a month, so it don't count. In my mind, it don't count. I
So
need to
that
have.
means I don't got a roster at all.
I need to have
Are
sex.
they the same person or some of the same people?
It depends.
It's a roster.
It depends.
It's a roster.
I have a bay friend.
You play a long game with a roster.
I have a bay friend, and I have but it all depends. Like if I have sex with you like once every 2 months, dude, it don't count.
Right?
No, it's a roster.
It don't count.
It's a roster.
I need to have sex with you all the time for it to count.
See,
Oh.
you play a good.
I
It's
understand that.
see, your roster is just your team. It's just your team.
Yeah, that's right. Mark, right.
You may not have the same players every game. You may not use the same one to start the game every time, but it's still your team.
I agree with
So
Mark
therefore,
with
you
that
have a
one.
roster.
Some people don't count though, Mark.
I agree with Mark with that. Oh,
A lot
I
of
agree with
people
you
don't
with
count.
that.
A lot of people don't count.
Now, if it was just a one night stand, you never saw them again, then yeah, nah.
If I don't come, it don't count.
So,
Keep singing.
If I don't come, it don't count. If I don't come, it don't count. Especially if we use the condom.
if you use a condom, it don't count.
Way back. Way back.
So if you use a condom, it definitely don't count. But yeah, like I don't count it as a roster because I literally don't have enough sex for it to count.
I remember like before adulting took over my life, my roster was like
You was like,
it was. I was
Is
like,
adulting supposed to change that?
What do you mean? I don't know what
Yes.
adulting mean. I don't know
that
what
high
mean.
level adulting,
What that mean, my nigga?
that being at work every day. Do you know? Listen, Terrell said this shit, and he always said this shit. He was like, "Yo," Terrell was like, "When I ain't had no job, my stroke and my every single thing was A+ because I was always as a pussy." But this is the thing: if I'm not really working, and I can come see you at 11 a.m. or I can come check you at 2 p.m., that increases my opportunity.
Let me tell y'all
But if
something.
I'm only free
My
after
summer
10 p.m.
hours start soon, and I get every other Friday off. Hot girl summer.
Entrepreneur, work from home. My days are free. I make my hours.
I'm working on that part.
I
Yo,
wish.
if I work from home, I'll probably have like three more kids. Keep adding them on because I don't know how to fucking act.
You know the abortion clinic is a thing.
You got white living. You got white living, don't you?
So
So,
tell you how
this is the
Planned Parenthood is not a nice place.
It's not.
It really is. Parent is not a nice place.
Bro,
It's for the community. It's not.
I'm fucked up because like I had this
I
conversation.
never had a bad experience at Planned Parenthood.
First of all, they don't respect men. Let's start there.
That's what
Probably
he
what
said.
it is. But
What? Planned Parenthood is not only for abortions.
But you got white liver.
What the fuck? Stop saying I got white ovaries and white liver.
White ovaries.
No, white liver. That means you like having sex a lot.
Hey, what the fuck do you got? White balls? You got green balls because you fucking whores. What the fuck?
Leave them whores alone.
You don't got blue balls, nigga.
But
Pissing me
but
off.
I had this conversation with myself first, and then I had a conversation with my brother Sean and shit like that. Like, bro, like that. No, man, that abortion game is long, man.
Don't do that.
Bro, this is strong
What do you mean that abortion game is long?
for me.
You never do that.
What do you
Yes,
mean
I
it's long?
have.
Huh?
What do you mean it's long?
It's long for me, like nigga.
Why?
Because if I would have had all the kids I'm supposed to have,
I was not.
That's
I'm like,
between
wait,
me,
you mean
God,
the
and the
process?
facts.
I'm like, you mean the process is long? Cause
No,
that long.
nah, man. I was thinking like, if I would have had my first kid,
Double homicide.
my oldest kid would be 16.
Ooh, child.
how old are you?
36.
Did I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you a question from the outside. Man or female? Man or female? When you have abortion, I'm gonna tell you something. It don't happen one time with me. As a man, when that girl did that shit, something left from inside me.
No, it happens. That's for shit.
You know.
I don't know, the man, like the guy, like we sat at the bar, we were just drinking, and he sat there and he cried like that could have been my son, and I'm like, well, it wasn't. I don't really give a fuck. Keep crying. Have a nice day.
No, it should hurt.
No, I'm saying, no.
She said,
No, I'm saying, no, I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying.
No, I agree.
No, actually, you feel like something. For me, it felt like something. I laid in the bed like a little bitch.
Oh no, he sat with me at that clinic for like 8 hours. Like, he sat with me when I checked in, sat with me in the waiting room. When they called me downstairs, he went in the car. He went in the car. He moved his car to the front. When they told him I was coming out, he was already outside, and he cried. And then, like, after I healed or whatever the case was, and we were like sitting at the bar drinking, and he was crying like, yo, that could have been my son. You know, I got all daughters. Like, why would you do that? Suck my dick, and I don't care.
Sir.
Nah, you don't get to there and ask all these questions at that point. Just don't know.
No, honestly, like, I'm gonna give y'all my perspective real quick, right? Because now we about to have a serious,
Oh, we're
non-serious.
gonna talk about abortions?
I don't really want to, but I'm gonna have a serious, non-serious, but it's serious. Check this shit out, right? So, like, the first time I got somebody pregnant, right? I was 20 years old, right?
The first time.
The first time.
You was 20 years old?
I was 20 years old the first time I got somebody pregnant.
About 20 years old, I had 2 kids.
So check
Amen
this.
to you.
I was a teen mom.
So check this shit out, right? I didn't have an abortion because I wanted one, and she didn't have one because she wanted one. She got it because her mother made her get it. You know what I'm saying?
That's different, though.
So I had to eat that shit. It was a tough one to swallow. My next one, the girl literally came into me and looked at me. She said, "Travell, I'm pregnant, but don't worry, I'm gonna take care of it." And that was that conversation.
She is me.
The next person I got pregnant, I didn't even know she was pregnant because she moved to Atlanta, and I found out maybe 4 years later. She was like, "Oh, when I went to Atlanta, I was pregnant." Word? She was like, "Yeah, but don't worry about it." As you can see, I'm like, "Damn, that's crazy."
Listen, don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
So like my like, and it's funny because it's like I never laid on the table and had an abortion, but I've had abortions.
I can feel their pain.
Like, it
I see
hurt.
when they come out, they be like, oh, drunk you shit.
Yeah, bro, shit. My first one.
Oh, not me. I walked out and said, can we go to Chipotle? I'm hungry.
My first one. She
No, both
That's a
times.
big
I did the
ass
same thing
head
after I
roll.
had my kids, too. I don't.
Cause you're a strong girl.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna bring back another. Hold on. Because I don't want to be too sad. I don't want to be too. Hold on.
I didn't take pain medication.
I want to make this a rough, podcast show. So this is what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna ask a question that Nita answered a few weeks ago. So we're gonna bring it to you, right?
I feel like this is about to be some baby back bullshit. But continue.
Hold on, right?
shit.
How long did you wait before you started having sex again right after you had the baby?
2 weeks.
See, the thing is, Jeremiah was born in September of 2011. In March 2012, I was pregnant with my second son.
3 weeks. I don't know what the fuck she just said, kid.
You was speedboating.
Speedboating.
Yo, you gotta say that again.
How long?
My kids are 14 months apart.
How long did you wait
this
after? I don't want to say, we don't put names out there.
When I ain't see after who? My baby father, Camilio.
No, after. No, I was gonna say your kids' names after you had
Jeremiah and Robert.
Yeah,
People don't know my kids. I don't care if you say their names.
Roberto. How long did you wait to have sex after you had him?
After Robert, I waited a year, but that was only because Robert, it was a very tough pregnancy and he was high risk and premature. So my body was in a different state, and then I had to beat my baby father ass every day, and then he tried to play in my face and date this ugly ass, fat ass Ecuadorian girl. And then she tried to play in my face. Then I had to beat both their asses, and then after that, I waited like 6 more months, and then my baby father came crawling back, and then I fucked my baby father, and then he tried to play in my face again. So I fucked his best friend, and now they're not friends anymore.
Oh my god.
This is why I love Krystal. The stories are
When
amazing.
people play in your face, that shit, it had a whole nother crazy, right? Alright then. Because I know I'm not crazy. And that's why I'm like,
You a hoe. I know. What's next?
I'm a hoe. You know I'm a hoe.
See, people want to know why I spend my free time with her, because I know that when we have a conversation, it's going to be fantastic. What do you mean, nigga? I be getting my head done for like 3 hours. We be up in there, she be twisting, taking a break, twisting. I'm like, all right, we be talking the entire time. Yo, we be kicking it, but I don't see her just to get my hair done. We've been down for what? How many years now? We've been down for a few years.
Since our kids were born.
Yeah, we've been down for a while now.
My friend knew him, Asiana.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, you should follow him. He's very funny. And I followed him. And then I was saying like 2014 or 15. He came to get food or something. And no, I'm lying. I requested an Uber, and he was my fucking driver.
I gave her a ride.
I requested an Uber, and he texted me. He was like, do you live at this address? And I'm like, how the fuck do you know that? And he was like, I think I'm your Uber driver. Did you just request an Uber? And I'm like, I did. And he said, oh, I'm outside.
So then I ended up turning the app off and shit. We went food shopping. She was like, you gotta buy this type and you gotta buy this. I'm like, nigga, I don't buy real food. At that time, I wasn't buying real food.
Time out. Do you remember the time when Uber was just like much more relaxed, and like Uber drivers doing errands while they were driving you to your places and whatnot? Literally, I was in Florida one time. Me and my driver, we got food at IHOP. I was like, hey, you hungry? He's like, yeah. You know what? Let's go to IHOP real quick. I'll treat. We sat there, had a whole conversation and everything.
We went food shopping. We went food shopping. And he's like, why are you in the organic aisle? Why are you buying this? And we had a whole conversation about groceries.
She's explaining the shit to me. That was the first time we linked up and shit like that. Then next time I came through, I had Dante. And our kids is playing and shit like that. Like, we've been down for a while. Dante was like 2 years old.
Jeremiah was too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Jeremiah's like 2 months older than him.
Exactly. And now they're 9. So 7 years.
Funny enough, I don't know none of y'all kids.
Yo, my bullshit. You can hear when the kids was here, man.
I don't know none of their names.
You don't know their names. They be in the room.
Oh no, his kids tried me. He dropped them off. They're like, I know this is so last minute, Chris, but please. And I'm like, you know what? I'm in the house doing nothing. Demi tried to play in my face. And I'm like, little girl, I will put you in a chokehold and call your mama and your daddy while I'm doing it. And she looked at me and was like, you know what? I'm going to just go play with your dog. Go play with the dog.
That shit was funny as hell. She had him outside drawing with chalk and shit, with on concrete and shit. She gave him a bag this fucking day.
First of all, my kids aren't allowed over
she
there.
She spoils kids.
Because sis, just be like, yes. I'm over here trying to teach my kids no. And she's like, they
wanted to color, but I didn't have crayons, but I had paint. So I gave them paint.
She gave them paint. Then they was like,
I'm not even a parent. Hold on, you get kids paint?
My son is autistic, so they're allowed to paint on the walls in my house.
Yeah, she told me that. Cause I'm like, you trust in Aiden.
I keep the color of paint in every room. I keep extra cans of. So when the kids get paint on the walls, I just grab the paint stick and just whoosh, and just go right over
Sis
it.
was just like, and then it's like, we want hot chocolate. And I'm like, yes, this bitch don't got hot chocolate. Sis pulled out, I can make hot chocolate. I was like, this bitch is really sitting here making hot chocolate from scratch. She made them hot chocolate from scratch. I fucks with it. My kids will be dropped off over there. I just can't be there because as soon as I'm like, no, she's like, why are you doing that, Anita? Why are you saying no to them? I don't know, Krystal.
That's why you saying no.
Yeah. So yes. So this is what we do. We drop the kids off over there. You know what I'm saying?
And the great kids won't never have a problem. So people tell me that though, like, as a person to adults, you're very aggressive, but when it come to kids, we don't understand why the kids like you. Cause girl, fuck you. These kids ain't do nothing to me. That's it.
I can fuck with it. So yes. We got it. I enjoy whenever she comes around, yo. She funny as hell to me. We laugh most of the time. We spend most of the time just laughing. Or she's telling me some crazy shit because her life is a movie.
Me and Krystal text messages, ridiculous.
If they ever got leaked, I'm just going to hiding.
And that's it, and that's all. Like, y'all ain't never gonna see us. I am embarrassed thinking about that shit.
We was like earlier, I will say no names, but I had an ex and the nigga I'm sucking dick and the nigga's like, lower where? Where am I going lower? I'm at the gooch at this point. Lower where? Oh, want me to go there?
I was confused too, actually. I was like, what do you mean lower?
Exactly! I literally got up and was like, you know what? I'm sleepy. I'm sleepy because I'm not doing this.
This is that. Yeah. Don't leave my booty hole alone, please.
Oh yeah, I think you sucked that nigga.
Only problem is
No, we were at the ball.
He was there already. He was like, low.
Down. Oh, fuck him.
Oh, fuck him.
Fuck that nigga.
Funny enough, though, I do have one on the roster.
Clap it up for him having one on the roster. There we go.
Lying ass bitch. Whore.
Wow.
Or
Funny. Oh, you were on the phone with me. So
Why you was fucking?
I'm not gonna lie to that before, but no.
Oh, I'm like, wait, do I really be zoning out that much?
That's a problem in itself. Anyway, so
fucking while you're on the phone is funny. Go ahead.
So I go to pick him up because apparently all my hoes are bums and they got cars. But I go pick him up. I'm waiting outside. His little brother hops in my car. His little brother hops in my back seat. I'm on the phone with Hassan. I'm like, my dude, I'm not your Uber. He said, what? I'm not your Uber. He said, you lying. It's like, get out of my car. I'm not your Uber. Mind you, I don't know his little brother. I'm not supposed to know his little brother. I was like, yeah, you. He's like, oh, yo, you not my Uber. Who are you? I was like,
Get out of the fucking
not
car.
your Uber. He's like, yo, I'm so sorry. His Uber literally flew behind me. Like,
I've literally had that happen. Someone got my car, like, because I was a driver, and someone just got my car, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, you're an Uber. I'm like, shit, I am Uber, but I'm not your Uber. What the fuck is going on?
I'm off duty. But
why do people just be randomly jumping into cars?
They see that Uber tag and be like,
I don't have that on my car. I never did in my life.
see, I was trying to find something there.
No. Mind you, his Uber
Okay.
was a red car. I drive a silver Kia.
Oh, he tried it.
He tried it.
He was being nosy.
But like, so he got in my car, but he smelled like outside.
I know exactly, like grass and air.
You know what outside? Everybody knows outside.
I know what outside feel like.
He smelled like outside. I was like, why you stink? I said aloud, I was like, why you stink? Like, you in the back seat. Like, why you stink? So when his brother came outside, I was like, hey, I met your brother. He's like, what? I was like, I met your brother. I was like, he hopped in my car. I was his Uber. And he was like, oh, you did? I was like, no shame to your family. Why your brother stink?
My God!
He's like,
At
what?
this point, he beat me.
No, y'all the same.
That was
Okay,
quite the same.
y'all are the same.
You're a beast, and
I
he's a
was-
savage. So
I was like, yeah.
And that's why I get along with both of y'all.
Your brother smelled like straight outside. And the camera died, by the way.
what?
It died.
Okay, hold on. We about to take a break. We gonna come back to you talking about some crazy.
Funky ass brother.
Alright, Joe. So, yo, this is the Henny Chronicles podcast. Your boy Trey Sweatpants Poppy.
And Miss Nita.
Savage Mark.
Yo, we'll be right back because, you know, we can't have the cameras turned off. So, we will be right back. Yeah. It's your boy. Hold on. It's your boy Trey Lace Sweatpants, Poppy.
And Miss Nita.
Savage Mark.
We dropped off at the story where Mark was basically telling us how he ain't shit. But go ahead, pick up where you was at, man. As far as niggas smelling like outside and all this other kind of stuff. And,
so I was like, yo, I met your brother. And like, yo, no disrespect to your family. Like, yo, why he stink? Like, why he smoke outside? He's like, what? I was like, why your brother smell like outside? He hopped in the back seat and I smelled him in the front seat. He's like, man, I don't know. He's hopping in the shower. Well, like this is how much like I feel like condition is the wrong word because it implies something. I don't like when people stink. I don't like when people stink, and I will tell you when you stink. And like, especially if we having sex or whatever, and you dare lay in my bed stink, I will tell you about yourself.
Oh, child.
I will tell you about yourself. And he was like, yo, I know how you feel about that. Like, it's what happened in the shower and everything like that. Like, I was like, yeah, no, you smell like soap. I appreciate that. Your brother, out of my car, he stunk. For what?
Wait, pause. No, he didn't have two people. Shut up. Did he stink before? The guy, one of your hoes?
He a basketball player, so one time he had the audacity to come after practice. After practice.
I ain't gonna front. I've done this, but I don't naturally. I don't stink. Like you can, like I can literally run around all day and I don't stink. But anyway, go ahead.
Okay, but yeah, he did. So that's why I had to tell myself one day. I'm like, don't ever do that. Don't ever do that.
That's what you
stink, bitch.
And what's funny though? Athletes really do that a lot though, because like I mess with a lot of athletes.
I will say this. It was a Cameron bar off his first album. He said, what did he say? He said, I had your girl suck my balls right after I play ball. No wash up, no nothing. Here, but I say y'all, okay, y'all.
That nigga heard that and went to Mark's house. He heard that. He was like, yup.
It's the one.
So go ahead, man. You said you had the jaw on for the next show. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no. I wanted to talk about the audacity of men. And like,
please explain.
Yes, I am a man too, and sometimes I might have it too. But like, no, I was talking to this one dude on Tinder, and like he was skeptical. He's like, oh yo, when's the last time you had like a test? Like your STD test. I was like, you know what? It's really been a minute. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna go get one. I literally went up. I went to urgent care. Instantly got a test. Drew my blood. They prepped me up. I had like 15 band-aids on me that day.
Yeah, he looked like an addict.
I had baby veins. I had baby veins.
It was the drugs.
I have baby veins, and I tell them that all the time. No, we're gonna find them. We're gonna find them. They go fishing in my body every time for blood work.
At least they found them. The last time they told me that because they couldn't find my son's veins, they went in his penis. They literally told me, they said, you might want to step out the room. I said, why? She said, get out. His father said, I'm going to stay. His father walked out and said, They went in through the head of his dick with a long skinny thing and said,
yeah, no, that's part of STD testing. When they go through the swab through the head of your dick, my God.
No, she put a needle in the tip of my son's dick. It wasn't a swab. She put a needle.
That's not blood. But no, I went and got tested.
I'm like, we gotta come back another day.
I went and got tested, and then I asked him, I was like, hey, yeah, so I got tested, what about you? Convenient, he's like, oh, I got tested last week where I did a COVID test. I'm like,
so convenient.
That sounds real convenient, but whatever. So, it's urgent care, they called me. They called for my results, and then they write everything down. Mr. Hawthorne, you're negative for this. I'm clear for everything. So I was like, hey, yo, the doctor called me. Yo, I'm clear. He's like, oh, they didn't email you? I was like, my guy, it's urgent care. They don't have my email address. Like, I can go get the results printed, if anything. But before I even said the printed part, I was like, but what about you though? Like, are your results printed up or emailed to me? Ghosted. Ain't say shit. I was like,
And then my favorite part of this is?
The whole reason why he was paranoid, guys, he had a girlfriend. And he doing the drama of an STD getting back to her. So he was trying to bet me. I was like, But again, what about you? So if you're willing to step out on your girlfriend with men, what do you have?
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you some real manly shit, and this falls into the audacity of a lot of men don't get STDs. Not STDs. A lot of men don't get testing for STIs and stuff like that.
That's the audacity.
A lot of men don't get tested because women go get checkups all the time, and that's usually when they get that's when they find out.
And that's when they tell you
women get tested. Yo, no, I literally have a friend
Women go get tested all the time.
Scared of the guy, though. She was scared of the gynecologist. Like,
I wouldn't condom, so I don't give a fuck.
I'm not even about to get into that because
wait, cousin. So, do you get head without condom?
You said cooch?
You know.
I did.
okay, so none of that matters.
What you mean?
Herpes, gonorrhea, chlamydia, all of that can be passed through the
You
throat.
ever heard of asking for paperwork before you meet a person?
That's what you told me right now. I'm letting you know right now.
Oh, that's
I ain't asking for no motherfucking paperwork before I eat me some box. That's the weirdest conversation ever.
If I hang out
Oh, I'm asking for paper before I suck dick, so.
You can normalize it.
You
can
only have to
normalize
normalize
It
that.
has to be normalized.
And what that mean?
all y'all be lying. All y'all lying. If I'm chilling, I'm doing the fuck I want to do. I got a lot of fucking money.
Put that on my.
Oh, no. I won't say
I look at pussy before I look
No,
at
a girl.
That pussy can look fine, but.
I'll go and say, let me see some paper. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Sorry, you have sex before. Sit down.
Hold on.
You're a different story.
Hold on.
You're a different story.
Break it down.
I can call Ray right now. You know
So-
how many situations I got on?
So let's do this, right? Let's diffuse the situation real quick. Okay, right? Because you the audacity of, right?
I'm gonna just say that me and the love of my life, we went raw the first night. So
That's right.
I was gonna say,
That part.
it's not always talked about, people's statuses. It's not always enough. It's not always enough conversation. But if you have the audacity to bring it up with me about my status,
You need to know yours.
know yours.
That's some real shit.
not dead ass.
Real shit. I can agree to that. You know what I'm
Just saying,
saying?
me and him still rocking, so it's all good.
Like, I've literally never had a one night stand or anything because I'm quick to be like, where's your papers? Oh, well, call me when you got them. Bye.
Look at my
So the
face.
mystery's over here.
He knows me.
Look at my face. No. I'm
I'll
gonna
get an
say
STD test tomorrow. 2 weeks from now.
It ain't even about my kids. I've always been like this.
This is the thing.
See, the thing is, okay, I'm gonna tell you. See, my mother, my mother is sick now. Like, my mother is medically disabled due to cancer and things like that.
Okay.
Before my mother became all of that, my mother ran after school program in a community health center. So my mother all her life was big on talking to kids in the community about sex and the proper things of sex and safe sex and things like that. But she also brought that home to us. So she, like, my brother ran the, before my brother died, my brother ran the streets. My brother did all of that. So my mother would always talk to him. And then me, I've been fast my whole life. I ain't gonna lie to nobody. So my mother would also talk to me about it. My mother knew I like bitches before I knew I like bitches. I remember one morning I'm getting dressed and my mother and my father came in the room like, so you like girls? Nigga, I'm 11. Like, excuse me? Like, I'm 11. And they're like, okay, you don't get it yet. And I'm just like, nah, I don't. Like, what are you talking about? But my mother always brought those conversations home. And to this day, like, my mother has been retired. My mother is only 46, but she has been retired since I started high school, and I started high school in 2007.
Your mother 46.
My mother had her first child at 16.
I mean, come on now.
So my mother has 6 kids. With my dad, my father has another daughter, so it's 7 of us all together. But my mother, to this day, she always brought those conversations home about safe sex and things. Even to this day, like, I'll be like, oh, I met a guy, and she'd be like, oh, you using a condom? And I'd be like, well, damn, Ma, I'm 27. And she'd be like, oh, damn, Chris, do I look like I give a fuck? So that's just always been something for me, like, I show me your paperwork. Because that's just always been something that was in my household. And if a nigga stop talking to me, you stop talking to me because you got something to hide. Because if you ask me to give you my paperwork, I'm going to pull it up. And if you tell me go get tested tomorrow, I'm going to go get tested tomorrow and then give you my new paperwork.
Big
and
facts.
now you about to look stupid.
Big facts.
So I don't care about having to wait for fucking. I don't. It's not that deep to me. And that's why people talk about one night stands. I've legitimately never had a one night stand due to that reason. Because where's your paperwork? I don't care if you say I'm using a condom. Where's your paperwork?
I've had a one night stand, but you know. But
it happens. But my thing is, like I said, the household I grew up in, I've just always been paranoid of it. Yeah. So it's like, I'd be like, I'm gonna do it today. Today's gonna be the day. Then it come down to it, and I'd be like, you know what, Krystal? You can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. I tried a few times, and I can never do it.
Get the paperwork.
I turned a one night stand to a happy home.
Get that shit cold. I'm gonna keep it funky with you, right? A lot of females that I've had sex with, like, immediately, I fucks with them like long term. Like it was never like banging. That was it. Like anybody I've made women I've had sex with the first time I met them or the first time we chilled and we had sex. Like they've been girlfriends and shit like that. Like that type of shit don't bother me. When niggas be wigging out on that type of shit, and I'm like, yo, y'all niggas are overthinking situations. Like, oh, you know, I smashed like immediately, so she nah, fam, she just knew what she wanted. Like you fucking up the game because now you gonna dub her and she gonna like, I can't play niggas that close, and now you fucking up for future niggas. Like I understand. Like this is the thing, right? I'm not foolish enough to not understand the double standards of the world. But I'm also very smart to understand that I don't have to abide by them shits. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, however a female's moving, that's how she moving. And I let them be great at how they moving. Like, who the fuck am I? I done has a lot. I had a lot of sex in my life. And I had a lot of bodies. And I've done a lot of raw ass sex in my life. I don't got time to be sitting around trying to judge somebody else for doing some shit that I'm doing.
Did I tell you something good? I'm gonna tell you something good. Y'all both know, because women and females here. Women here, men here. Listen, you can take 15 dudes, right? They could be out in the club, parties, chilling, boom, boom, boom. And then you got 6 girls. There's 6 girls, right? Out of all them 6 girls, all of them know. Out of one of them, they say they want to fuck.
One of them fucking.
That's right. Now, out of the 15 guys, all on one hump. All on one hump. That one girl want to hump. And that's just.
If you going out with me and my friends, we all want to hump, so.
Oh.
But this, hold on, but check this shit out, right?
You probably not gonna hump the niggas in a club, though.
I explained this shit on the podcast one time,
dropped off.
but this is some real shit, right? When I was in college, the on-campus population, more men had STDs than the girls. Wow. And I credited it to this.
Wow.
I'm explaining. I credit to this. Something that I found out when I was young and in high school. When niggas find out that a female is fucking, they ain't gotta work hard to get it, everybody go get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why a lot of niggas be banging the same chicks, and a lot of niggas be going. Yep, and then if she got some shit, then a whole bunch of niggas gonna have some shit because everybody trying to go at it. And we can try to talk about normalizing condom sex all we want to, but everybody knows that most people out here is fucking very raw. And that's the reason why you gotta be very aware of your situations and shit like that. You can't be moving out here too crazy. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I haven't had sex in God knows how long, because I don't want to Nita? I haven't had. No, I haven't.
Ask me. Like,
I haven't had sex because I don't want to add a new body for the very exact reasons that he's naming, because people are not willing to give up that paperwork, or they're not willing to go get tested. So I just make dates with myself, and me, my toys, and my fingers have a lot of fun.
Ow!
That's some real shit.
Ignorance is self-bliss.
You can't do that.
Yes, the fuck I can, nigga. I play with my pussy all the time.
No, you can't do that. You just stopped playing with your pussy 2 weeks ago.
No,
First of all, I said I didn't stick anything inside of my vagina. I ain't saying play with
the pussy all the time.
I literally had this conversation with somebody a few days ago. Like, we were talking. I was just like,
I'm going over here.
they was like, "Why are you not answering? Because you interrupted my date with myself."
let
And
me
they're like,
tell you.
"Krystal, it's 1:23 in the afternoon. I work from home.
That's the best
I'm
orgasm.
an entrepreneur. I make my hours, and I said at 1:23 p.m. I deserve to play with myself. So get off my phone
always
line."
when you want to play with yourself.
Them motherfuckers want to start
I'm like, y'all was not hitting my line like 20 minutes ago. Because I'll think about it, I'm like, yeah, I should do this. I'm going to do this. And then you build up to it because nobody's hitting you as soon as you start.
Phone start ringing.
What?
Hassan always calls me.
Always.
Right, Hassan. Our friend, literally, every time I'm about to play with myself, that nigga calls.
It don't even matter what I'm about to do. I'm about to watch a movie.
You just see his name pop up.
No.
I'm looking at a porn clip. Like, oh, this look good. Call.
This is
I'm quick as hell to ignore a motherfucker call, though.
That time told me, like, oh, you're not calling me. I don't call that man.
I don't answer calls. Nita called me last weekend, and I just answered it because I'm just like, Nita don't ever call me.
You have those friends that are like, yo, you never call me, okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm just a bitch.
Literally, she walked in my house and said, "Oh, y'all doing spiritual work? Fix me."
Yo,
that's when I was off my fucking rocker, but it's all good. We can't talk about it.
We're not gonna talk about it.
But real shit, like this whole conversation, like with like this how we niggas be moving out here is a real thing. It's a conversation that everyone knows that we should have normalizing, because like we talk about it right now, and it's like, you know, where's the paperwork and stuff like that. Some people are very like, where's the paperwork? I will easily say, and I'm gonna jump out the window with a high ass number. Most people don't. You can easily say fucking.
Even when you ask your paperwork, there are a lot of people like, oh, you don't trust me. You don't trust me.
Just from people saying that shit, like you don't trust me. I'm like, nigga, I really don't now. Like the fuck you talk? Why you trying to convince me now?
And that's the part. Right? The easiest way to get into some vagina is doing what the vagina asks you to do. Like my nigga, don't make this shit difficult. Like you only gonna talk your way out the shit.
Pull that shit up online. Pull that shit up.
Everybody has a patient portal these days.
Exactly. Just pull that shit up. That's it. That's all.
Like I literally, like even with just my foot being broke, I went somewhere. I had my sneaker on, but I had my other brace on my foot, but I was able to slip my foot into a sneaker. And they're like, oh, like women are not allowed to wear sneakers. And I'm like, my ankle was broke. And they're like, no.
Sir.
My ankle was broke. They were like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. You can come in. Like, there's a patient portal.
Not you have my fifth husband as your screensaver.
So
who, Bad Bunny?
Yeah.
I love him, and I'm trying to have his babies.
I'm trying to, too.
Oh, see, the thing is, my friend, her sister is his background singer, so I got a date with them in Puerto Rico in July.
When you actually make that trip, right? Because I
was supposed to go in February, but then I broke my feet and I couldn't walk, and I was literally dragging myself and holding walls.
Yeah, bitch, we were supposed to meet up, remember?
Yeah, I was supposed to go to Puerto Rico, but July.
We will say this on.
Hold
on, wait. We're gonna say this on air. Last time Bristol was on the show with us, you know, we had a fun podcast. There's 900 niggas in here. Anyway, that night.
The podcast did not make the air.
I think it did. That
Too much talk.
My folks left and they got into a car accident, but Briss, she good. Everybody good.
I'm briefing.
They cut the check, so she even better. So
they cut the check.
They cut the check.
I literally refuse. He will always. I need my hair done. I'm not coming to Patterson until the city cuts my check.
She would not come to Patterson.
She meant that.
And I meant that shit because the thing is, I used to work for an accident and malpractice lawyer, and my cousin still worked there. So before they had the time to call me, I already had hit them. Like, all right, so what we doing?
So, but we got it back here.
Like when the lady called me the other day before she told me like just sign these 2 papers and we're gonna cut the check. She was like, you know, you really sound like you know what you're talking about. I said, ma'am, I used to work for a medical malpractice and an accident lawyer. She said, oh, I said, I'm not the 1, the 2, or the 3. Don't play in my face and I won't play in yours. Cut my check.
Cut the check.
Cut the check.
I said, I already spoke to the lawyers. What you're offering me is the maximum you can offer me. So I'm not going to argue with you. So let's make this easy for me and you and just give it to me.
I like that shit. That shit talks sexy.
Let me hold like.
I got 50 cents for you.
I need $37.42.
I got that.
So,
because when I'm done with them, I'm suing St. Joseph's, I'm suing the EMTs, and I'm suing University Hospital.
I like that shit.
Shout out to Briss. Clap it up for the money that's coming in the future.
Because you were there when the car crashes, and Darren, my friend who was driving, he's like, you know, get out the car, and I'm like, I can't. I really think my feet are broken. And he's like, no, I think it's the adrenaline. And I'm like,
no,
adrenaline,
you would not think your foot is broken.
Right, and I was like, nah, son. Like, so I couldn't even get the car door open. He managed to get it open. The EMT comes. The thing is, what they didn't know, my son's godfather has been an EMT with the city of Newark for over 15 years. So the EMT comes, oh, there's snow right here. We can't get the gurney over here. You got to walk. And I'm like, I can't walk. Yeah, they forced me to walk on my fucking feet.
They made her walk.
I cried. And he was on the phone with me. I
was there by then.
I don't cry. I'm not a crier. When I tell you I cried and it hurt, I would rather give birth to a baby than break my fucking ankles again. When he made me walk, I cried.
The fucked part is,
and the way that I cried from the way that I was crying, it made them cry. That shit hurt so fucking bad.
I feel it was super hurt that night. All my niggas fucked up.
I finally get to the thing. He sits me down. They finally get me in the rig or whatever. So I'm like, you know, I have really bad anxiety. I pull up my medical records, refuse me anxiety meds, on top of making. And my son's godfather
was when she was on the phone with me too.
My son's godfather though was on the phone like, if you were unconscious or if you were trapped in the car, they would have had to figure out how to get you the fuck out the car. So why would they make you walk? And I said, it's cool though. It's cool. So I get to St. Joseph's. I'm telling them everything. The only thing they check, was my feet. They didn't check nothing else. The lady then proceeded to give me Tylenol. Although it was only Tylenol, she never did a full workup. So when I get to UMD, I AMA. I said, I'm leaving against medical advice. Can y'all splint my foot? I'm going to a different hospital. I go to UMD in Newark. They said, okay, we're going to give you Tylenol for the pain. I get to UMD. It took them 6 hours, but UMD refused to give me medicine. They said, even just Tylenol, we cannot give you medicine unless we do a pregnancy test. St. Joseph's gave me medicine without ever doing workup. Got to UMD. I was pregnant.
You see how this shit work out?
I was pregnant. And UMD said, you pregnant. But where UMD fucked up was, I was pregnant. They checked my feet. They checked my head for concussion and everything. They never gave me an ultrasound. They gave me the pregnancy test. They never did an ultrasound. I miscarried 3 weeks later. When I went to my private doctor, she said that shit could have been prevented if the hospital checked you. So then after that, when my feet fucked up, the lady told me I have, okay, y'all, when you got a sprained foot, what do? They give you an A-span and crutches, right? Mm-hmm. You got a broke foot, what they do? They cash you up, give you pins, whatever you need, give you crutches. I have
minimum
one.
A splint. Minimum.
I have one of each. Mm. The bitch looked at me and said, that foot ain't broke, you could walk on it. Mm. I said, I cannot walk. I couldn't even take myself to the bathroom. You had to give me a bedpan. She told me, you're being incompliant and a difficult patient. You can walk on that foot. So I did it on purpose. And now I'm suing her. Because when I got to the podiatrist, he said, okay, this foot is broken. I said, okay, doc, I'm going to ask you a question. He said, what? I said, this one is sprained. What's up with this? He said, you need to be off of it for 6 weeks. I said, okay, it's only been 2, but sis in the hospital told me to walk on it. He said, huh? I said, oh, she told me to. He said, so where you get your wheelchair from? I said, my cousin happens to have MS, and he had an extra wheelchair in the house. My grandmother gave it to me.
Cut the check.
Cut my fucking check for medical malpractice.
Cut the check. This is why I fuck with her.
That
So yeah, now I need the whole $57.42.
Oh my god! Everybody like, yeah, you know.
Let me borrow some. Let me touch a little bit. You know what I'm talking about?
You gotta know your shit. You gotta know your shit.
But
and that's what I said. I said, y'all looking at me and y'all think I'm young and dumb. But it's cool. And I have a friend who used to work in UMD. My nigga used to work in UMD. You know who I'm talking about. He used to work at UMD. My friend Bora used to work at UMD. My mama. All of them were affiliated with UMD. Y'all playing in my face.
Cut the check.
Cut my check.
Fucking check, bitch.
So I got the EMTs, St. Joseph's ER, and UMD ER, along with Progressive in the city of Patterson.
Now I need $87.42. Just keep talking.
I got a terrible hospital. No, my friend, he had appendicitis. It bursted. It bursted in him. So they had to do that little suction thing that brings up all the acids, onto the into a little container, right? It was by his bed. That shit was faulty and leaked. It literally, his stomach accidentally burned his arm. I was like, yo, if you don't sue them.
See, I go to UMD, like my regular doctors are at UMD, but again, I always search my physicians.
Because she like colored people.
I do like colored people. All of my doctors are colored people.
My
thing is whether they are colored or minorities. They're either Asian, African American, just African. All of my doctors, none of them are Caucasian. We're just put it at that. None of them are Caucasian. And ironically enough, the top in the state are all for what I need them for are all at fucking UMD. And I've legit never had a problem until this car accident. And at that point, I said, y'all got me fucked up and I'm suing everybody.
And we love it. I'm a fan of it.
He said we love it.
We do, yo. I love it. Like, listen, like, when she told me, when she ran the game down on me and shit, I was like, I'm with that. I'm with that.
Both of your feet went broke?
Yeah, no, that car accident was bad.
No, I'm saying that. It was bad. Ankle kid, that you were the pain kid. They had to do my
no medication.
No, it was
medication.
It was bad, yo.
That's tough.
I was fucking livid. I was mad as hell.
You went over there, right?
Yeah, I took my ass right around the corner. Shit happened right around the block. I was livid.
He was mad as hell.
I was mad than a motherfucker. I was like, bro, like, nah, not my nigga. Like, when you and I talked about it on the show.
And
I mentioned stuff like that. Yeah, go ahead, do your thing. I mentioned it's like, you know, when your peoples come out to see you and stuff like that, they're not from your town. They come out to see you in your town.
It's a good time to go home safe.
Exactly, go home safe. And when something happened, it's like, I know I'm not responsible.
Yeah, we are.
but I feel
I've been telling him
some type-
this for 3 months
She's
now.
been telling me I'm not responsible, and it's like I know I'm not responsible, but I still took that shit to the heart, like, cause you came to my city fucked you, but she fucked him right back. Shout out to fucking him right back. We gonna clap it up to you fucking him right back. Get this money. You know what I'm saying?
Cause I'm gonna fuck everybody in the ass, like,
Man
and
hard.
that's how I mean it.
So
Like
we,
that
you know, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Ass
but
fucking.
slanging the booty.
I know Nina was gonna say something.
I'm just saying, like,
Don't look at me like that.
Shout out to Nita Bean over there, man. I love you over there.
I'm just saying, y'all ever had anal? Well, not y'all, but like, you know, you fucking or whatever. You just like, yo, this shit kind of feel good, and then I scared myself because I'm like, this shit kind of feel too good. I'm like, stop.
You gotta lay on your back.
You
You feel better when you lay on your back.
I did tell him
If I was good.
I'm gonna say this.
Huh?
Actually, does.
I'm gonna say
Right,
this.
thank you. I'm sorry. See, he agrees with me. It
I'm
feels
gonna
better when you
say
lay on your
this.
back.
And
I
this
didn't
is-
even try it, but,
this is,
like-
I'm gonna
Try
say
it,
this. This is
try
gonna
it.
sound crazy, right?
A gay nigga told me that, and I tried it, and I was like, you know, this is why I keep gay friends around.
I'm gonna say this, right? I had a. This
They
was.
didn't tell me to fucking clean my booty hole out, but luckily I didn't paint on
Oh
it.
no, they definitely told me make sure you clean your booty hole out, lay on your back,
We
whatever the
weren't
case
friends when
is.
this happened.
We was friends.
So check this
Yes,
shit out,
I
right?
did.
I had a client.
When I
I was
text
giving him a
you-
I don't know
massage.
did you douche?
Oh, these niggas over here.
You said after the fact. Well, I don't think I told you I was going to do it. Okay, whatever.
exactly.
But it doesn't matter because my booty hole was actually clean and it didn't smell and I didn't paint him.
I didn't know it was clean. You stuck your finger
Yo,
up your
so check
ass.
this shit out, right?
Fuck them.
No, because he was fucking me in my ass and I didn't smell shit. That's how I know it was clean.
That's funny.
That's not when I was in high school. This girl I know, the one I said I used to be friends with, like she fucked this nigga and he put it in her ass and like
She shit on him?
she shitted on him and he said it's okay. He grabbed some notebook paper and just cleaned it.
That's crazy.
Niggas is nasty. I seen a porno and the nigga was like, I think, didn't one of y'all see
Girls
it?
nasty.
I think Hassan sent it. I don't fucking know, whatever. And he's like fucking a girl and it's just shit all over his dick. And I'm like, y'all like the smell of it? Like, I'm confused.
Want me to tell you what it is?
It's
Niggas just ain't gonna stop.
It's in the moment.
And it's as simple as it sounds.
Niggas
Niggas just
Once
not
I
gonna
start
stop.
smelling all of that, and I'm just like,
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm more fucked up off the smell of blood. Like I've only had sex with a female in a period like twice in my life. I can't get past the blood smell. And this is the thing. I have a nose.
me and Krystal
I have a nose like a shark, right? So I can smell anything. Like I tell people all the time, like I can smell a wet pussy from 2 miles away. Like my nose is very sensitive, right?
Yo, I was doing somebody's hair one day.
And it was like, yo, your pussy wet.
And
Ew.
I didn't think so. I was just literally just doing his hair, minding my business. And he's like, your pussy smell good. And I'm like,
What the fuck you was talking
excuse me?
Honestly, he would have had to eat my pussy at that point. Like, yo,
Oh, he did.
we are the same.
No, really.
That was beside the point. Apparently they put out. But he was like, your pussy smell good. And I was literally just like, he got dreads. And I was like, literally just twisting his hair. And I was like,
For the record, that wasn't me.
it wasn't.
For the record.
I gotta say, it was
And I was literally like, saying, you know, in the living room by the house door, we had the door open because when I had my old neighbors, and it was cool as fuck. So I would always leave the door open, and like I'm talking to the neighbors as they walking through, whatever. And then he stopped and like, wasn't nobody know how, but like, your pussy smell good, and I'm like, excuse me.
You could like,
Sir.
nose like a shark, bro.
Like, and he
Like a
was like,
shark.
he was like, I didn't mean to offend you or anything. He's very well mannered, so he's like, you know, I didn't mean to offend you, but I was trying to like not say it, and I'm just like, okay. And I just ignored it. And then like the second time I did his hair, he did the same thing. I'm just like, bro, at this point, you licking it or not?
What does it smell like?
No, bro. Like, listen. Like I said, I got the nose like a shark.
What does it smell like?
When I have clients and I'm giving them massages, I can tell every single female that get wet on my table. I can smell it. I'm
That's
like, yo, that
weird
pussy.
because I've been on your table.
I'm like, yo, that pussy is wet. I don't say anything. I keep.
It's wet and smellless. What the fuck it smell like?
It smell like wet pussy. You push a girl leg back and you get ready.
Y'all
to
say he
shit.
fuck whores.
I know, I'm like, you know, he fucked.
Horse is clean.
This nigga's crazy.
Horse clean is you. Horse clean.
But real shit, like you can smell that shit. Like I was giving a massage to somebody just recently, and I can smell. I'm like, yo,
Statistically,
This-
I mean, if you want to be a good whore, you gotta be clean.
yeah, statistically. So you can definitely smell that shit, and it's like, yo, bro, that pussy is ready to go. But I'm not gonna say me. I'm the nigga. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna make the spot hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, man.
Nah, I will
You
definitely
got
spot.
you got piss in their holes too.
Wait, stink. I just don't.
I
No,
speak without
so-
thinking, so.
So
Wait, I gotta hit this.
Neither
Go
my
ahead.
business.
So in gay sex, anal sex, sometimes shit happens.
Literally.
So literally, even though you can douche for the whole entire day, and sometimes just shit ends up happening. So I ended up having an unexpected link up. I did a quick douche, whatever. I thought I was clean, whatever. So as we're fucking, all of a sudden I get real relaxed. I'm like, oh, maybe it's like all the strokes are really smooth. I'm like, okay, maybe I just loosen up a little bit. Next thing I know, I'm sniffing. I'm like, that's shit. And I turn around. I turn around. I'm like, yo, did I? I'm so sorry. Yo, did I? Should I use He's like, yeah. I was like, you kept going.
Yep.
He's like, it felt good for a minute. I was like, you didn't smell that? He's like, I mean, it just felt good for a little while. So I just
niggas don't care.
I was like, that shit, my nigga.
I've had that happen to me. I ain't stop. Fuck you talking about? Stop for what?
Dude,
I'm not stopping.
About that fucking shit. Man.
No, really. I was having sex with a girl, and I haven't had a lot. I can count on one hand the amount of women I've actually stuck my dick in a butt before. I can count
on my fingers and my fucking toes.
So with that being the case, it's happened, and it's whatever, it's a part of the game. I chuck it up to the game like it's part of the game, because again, if you
smack her in the back of the head with a goosh,
no, because it's similar. It's all my situations similar to yours. It's not planned. It's not like we about to be you coming tonight and be putting dick in your ass. No, it don't happen that way.
Bitches got a whole bag. You need to make a fuck bag.
But
look.
Like I said, shit happens. Shit does happen.
So I'm not. What do I look like stopping?
Yo, my guy.
No, that shit great. No,
as women know when the niggas start licking your asshole and start clamming your butthole, you supposed to tell them to stop and go clean your shit. Because the niggas.
No, we talking deep in it.
He eating ass.
I'm eating a lot of ass and put my fingers in a lot of booty and ain't put my dick in it.
You fucked up.
I'm eating ass and put my fingers in some booties and ain't put them in the
Surface
ass.
level is different than inner. It's
exactly.
different.
And plus, once you go in, it makes shit come out. You know what I'm saying? It's suppression.
You put a thumb in my butt. It's all good.
Girls, when they start going, they start moaning, you start cleaning your fingers and that shit, and then they want someone else to go in that shit.
I've had plenty of females tell me that they don't.
Well,
there's a lot of women that enjoy getting their ass ate and a finger in it, but they don't want no dick in it. I've had that story plenty of times.
It's about finessing.
I've heard that story plenty of times.
Alright then.
So
that sounds like rape to me.
It is
okay.
It ain't no fucking rape.
It is what it is.
It ain't rape when you want it.
So like I said,
See, I'm not even about to get into that.
So you know what I'm saying? But this is the thing, right? So check this shit out, right? So, bro, pull your own troubles.
You open it. I'm like, okay.
I honestly thought y'all was going I'm like, is this something?
Is it all right? But yes, so as far as that type of stuff goes, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find women that's down. So when you do, it's oh shit, she down. A lot of women are not down. At least this is the thing about anal sex, and I'm going to talk to the people. This is the thing about anal sex. A lot of women don't know that they like it simply because they just haven't tried it, and they just it's a taboo still around.
I had a taboo with the experiences, is why I'm still kind of about it.
Try it. You're gonna like it.
No, I've tried. See, I didn't want to get into it. Y'all know my experience as a child.
Yes.
I was molested, and the thing is, it was always done through my butt.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So for me, it's kind of like, don't touch my butt.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't touch me. It kind of just brings up really bad memories, and it's like, it does feel nice, but it's like, you gotta stop.
Yeah.
So. And when dealing with trauma and stuff like that in those type of situations, it makes things different. And that's why I try to tell people, you gotta meet people where they at, even during sex and stuff like that. You gotta.
But I'm one of those people that will be very honest with you from the start. Like it could be a one night stand type of situation, but I'm gonna tell you from the start, I was raped as a child. Don't go near my ass, cause I might cry.
Right.
Everything else, we're game. Wow. And I'm like, and a lot of people, they feel weird. That's why I've never truly had a one night stand. Because once that conversation, because it's like, it's not to make you feel bad or anything, but I don't want to end up crying and then you look at me like I'm fucking crazy. I know you just want to fuck. I know I just want to fuck.
But
don't fuck up the fuck.
Ain't no wrong with your cooch. They ain't got to go in your fucking ass. Ain't no wrong.
Yeah, but we know that. But when we say,
I understand what she said. I understand her pain.
When you know people, or when you get to know people, any situation and stuff like that, You got to be very careful. But this is the thing. It's not just the act itself. It's with vernacular. It's the shit that you saying. It's a whole lot of things. Because people have trigger words. Mm-hmm. So you got to know people trigger words. It's a lot of things. A lot of men don't think about these things.
And that's the thing. Like there have been, like you said, there are trigger words. There are trigger actions. Right. There have been men that have been able to go that far.
Yeah.
Right. And I was comfortable with them going in my ass or whatever the case is, and I was okay with it. But there are also men that just think they about to ram up in my shit or just be, and I'm just like, okay, now I'm crying, and now we're sitting here looking at each other like we're stupid.
Exactly. So you gotta be very careful with people when you're dealing with them in that type of situation. Sex is a very sensitive situation for most of us.
Has anyone ever come and started crying?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, I've had women.
I'm over here, we talk about that. I'm like, I've done that.
I've had women.
I'm trying to leave that out, Nita.
But it wasn't a bad one. It wasn't a bad cry. It was a good cry.
I don't fucking know. I was coming. I was just crying.
It felt good? It felt good?
Yes. I don't know what the fuck was happening.
I've done that a few times in my life.
No, I'm crying right now.
Not me crying, but them crying, yeah.
If a nigga ever
I felt tears running down my back.
I'm like, are you okay?
I had tears running down my shoulders and shit, or they just sobbing and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? But sometimes it gets that way. You know what I'm saying? But again, like I said, you just gotta know where you at with a person. You gotta know where they at. This is the reason why I tell people. A lot of people may agree. So I want to be careful with how I say it. You know, sex is better with people that you know.
I had this conversation with the nigga. You know the nigga I'm talking about. We had that conversation recently where he was like, it's like every day that goes by, I feel like I know more about you. And I'm like, I was like, we could just be having a simple conversation about your experience with somebody else. And even though we're only supposed to be fucking, the shit that you tell me based off of your experiences with other people, I feel like I know you more now. And I feel like I'm very delicate and careful with you. And I'm like, could you just fuck me? Like, can we not do this?
Don't make it sappy.
I'm gonna tell y'all something too. Listen to me from a man perspective. Mark, you too. Cause I'm gonna treat you just like them.
His face. It was his face for me.
No, you know what?
Mark got the best faces.
No, I'm gonna tell you something. Because y'all start letting men play in your motherfucking ass, y'all go hook them.
Yeah, this is the real shit.
Y'all go hook them.
That's true.
But you can't give it up to them all the time. Right or wrong,
I'm gonna say this. Want me to tell you why? And this is.
You fuck a nigga on your period, you gonna hook him.
No.
Hold on. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna piggyback off G real quick. I'm gonna piggyback off Gator real quick. I'm gonna say this shit real fast, right? Because men are not offered certain things, especially that all the time. When they find a female that's down, it's like, oh shit, she down. And men, how we always say, like Chris Rock said it. He says women won't go backwards in lifestyle. Men won't go backwards sexually. Mm-hmm. So a woman that meets a man and that man is providing in a certain type of way, high level. He paying bills, he buying furniture, he got all types of shit. He running and he paying. And then she get to the next nigga and he like, we splitting and we doing this. And she like, nigga, I had better last time around. What do you mean? So she's not going to go backwards in lifestyle. I had a nigga that was taking me on trips. You trying to take me to the mall, nigga. I wouldn't go on a trip. So she's not going to go backwards in lifestyle. Men not going backwards sexually. Yo, I met a female. I've had women that's down for this type of shit. Your sex is not what used to be A+ sex when we was a certain age. That shit ain't A+ no more.
I have a friend who need to keep saying he just need to keep his hat on. I have a friend, but like me, like we were talking and he was just talking about. He calls it vanilla sex.
Yeah, I can agree to this. Okay.
He calls it vanilla sex. So he was like, I don't want to add a body because I don't want vanilla sex.
Okay.
And at first I was like, explain that to me. Like, I get it, but I need to get it from a man. I need to get it from a man's perspective.
That's a missionary.
And that's what he was saying. He was like, he had a girl. He said he had a girl who was even like, don't finger me. Don't do this. And he was like, it was just very, so he was like, I'm not trying to add a body because I don't got time for that. So I've just been like, he's very heavy in the gym. He was like, I've even been more hard in the gym to preoccupy my time because I don't want that vanilla shit.
That vanilla shit whack.
And then he started doing my son's godmother because she was like, she's about to move and shit. And she was like, I need to find the golden dick. And I'm like, whatever, okay. So he was telling me like, I ended up in her close friends and blah, blah, blah. So I told her, I was like, he told me he ended up in your close friends. And she was like, yeah. She was like, I feel like he be flirting with me low key, but I don't know. He got to apply pressure. So I called him and I'm like, Nigga, she said apply pressure. And usually, I'm not one to get in the middle of my friends parlaying with one another.
Yeah.
Like, I'm heavy on the, don't do it. Please don't do it. Because now I'm stuck in the shit, and now it's going to be weird for everybody. Don't do it. But in that situation, like, when she was like, apply pressure, I'm like, she said apply pressure. Me, like, I was doing his hair, like, last week, and he's like, yeah, because we was doing you know, when we left Taco Tuesday, and I called her, and I'm like,
Not Taco Tuesday.
it was Taco Tuesday.
Shit.
It was like, you know what, y'all, it's in Newark, but we gotta go to Taco Tuesday. You don't drink, but y'all, Taco Tuesday,
I definitely drink.
and the Ironbound, be motherfucking lit. But he called me, and I was like, even when I posted something like, it was like, bitches, oh, your brother cute, my brother, oh, she sucked dick. Me. He said, hey, or whatever, and like I posted my caption underneath it or whatever, and with his name and my friend that, like whatever, she laughed, and I'm like, oh, bitch, because you know I'm talking about you. Like, you know it's you.
It's you.
It's you. But, and that was his thing. He was like, I'm happy you put me on to her, and it's not vanilla sex. And now, at this point, I'm going to say it, because neither you here, he trying to stack y'all like Legos, and that was his exact words.
Me? I'm included?
Yes.
Oh.
He trying to stack you and her like Legos. He said when your party is over, I'm trying to stack Nita and what's her face like Legos. Cause he was like, Nita might want to get with the eating pussy shit or whatever, and I was like, this was my face. He said Nita might want to get with the eating pussy. I said, he said, what's that face? I said, I'ma just keep two strands twisting his head.
If I wasn't celibate and waiting for my man to come back home, you know?
He was like, I'm trying to stack them like Legos and lick them front to back at the same time. I was like, can I watch?
I just want to be a fly on the wall at this point in time.
That's right.
I just want to see.
So Nita, he's trying to stack y'all like Legos, and I want to watch.
You can't watch because I'm gonna wander off to you.
See, I did her already. Him, I would never. But I said I'm gonna just be in the closet like y'all kids have fun now.
Y'all kids have fun now.
Yeah, they gonna do it. I said she ain't gonna do it.
Bruh, you can't be a hater. Don't be a blocker all your life.
No, I ain't no.
I'm just waiting for Daddy to come home.
That's right. Just waiting for Daddy.
Who said you can't do nothing while Daddy come home?
Cause I want this pussy to be nice.
That shit doesn't work no more.
Look at her. She did the whole hump and shit with this shit.
She done got wet. Hey, Daddy, she done got wet too.
Yeah, crazy. Alright,
Google that shit.
Google that shit.
Yeah, nuts.
No.
That nigga said stack y'all like Legos.
That was exactly what he said. I'm trying. He said this is his word. He said your party is not because he literally lives about 6 minutes away from where my birthday party gonna be. He said I want to stack. He said I want to stack them like Legos.
Nobody go touch Nita. That's my sister.
There's no plus ones. It's invite only.
I'm
going.
I'm zero.
I got my.
You will be left on Washington Avenue.
I already got my motherfucking John.
Hey,
I'm ready to go.
It's like you. No, we go back.
See, I'm gonna send him an invite, but I like him.
Grades and news.
I don't care nobody like me. Everybody love me.
I like you.
No, you.
But you can't come.
But you can't come.
But I feel like see the thing is my mama gonna be there.
And then I want to talk to her.
No, all my friends are trying to talk to my mama. And that's the problem.
Shout out to Mamita.
Right, shout out to Mamita.
You know, even though the first time I met her, I got kicked out the house.
Why?
Because
Mita said what the fuck she said when she said it.
I had to get out. I was giving her a massage. And
no, because Mita know I'm fast and I don't give a fuck, and she just took it as one of those situations. And it
but we're supposed to be a swap. I was supposed to do the massage. She was gonna give me a facial.
But my mother took it the wrong way. That was all it was. She took it as like this one of these niggas to get out.
Like Mike was like, wait a minute.
What the shit yourself?
Like when I was like, I was at hair, like I was in cosmetology school, so I was practicing my facials and shit, and I was giving him like a face massage, massaging his face, like doing the facial. And he was gonna give me a massage because he was in school to be a masseuse or whatever. And my mother just took it the wrong way because she knows how I am. So she was like, I don't care what you say to me, you're lying.
Oh, that's fucked up.
But the thing is, how old are you? How old are you?
Yeah.
I had to get out.
Wait, how old are you?
I don't remember how old I was.
No, at this time, how old are you?
At this time, I'm 36, so I was probably...
I'm 27. We almost 10 years apart, so my mother just refused to believe it.
I believe it. I trust mom.
I was just trying to work.
I wasn't wrong with her.
I was just trying to work. I need as many practice bodies possible.
I can't wait until your party. Your cousin's gonna be there.
Oh my god.
That little toxic one.
Oh my god.
That little toxic one.
Oh god.
Yeah, that happened. I was leaving that out.
bet you I come.
These niggas
I
crazy.
bet you I
Alright,
come.
y'all.
I come here about one.
We gonna wrap this shit up, yo. Tonight was fun. We ain't talk crazy as far as like violence and all that kind
In
of
the red, that's my mama. That's my mother in the red.
I'm gonna be careful. I like the little tat on.
I listen. I know who Mamita is. You know, I'm just gonna.
But
keep
she said she mean though.
She's not mean. She's just like she don't play about her kids.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
She don't play about her kids.
Alright, y'all. So let's wrap this shit up, yo. It was a good show, yo. It was fun.
Yeah, I gotta wake up at
I want
fucking
to
6 o'clock.
I gotta be too. I want to see the little pictures of my.
No, we not. Alright, yo. Let's wrap this joint up, yo. Come on, Mark, man. Hurry back, man, so we can wrap the show up, man.
Mark taking this shit.
No, you're not. He taking the
You're
piss.
pissed, Stefan.
Damn, Mark, you bulging and shit.
You need that.
Yo.
I be trying to throw Mark pussy. He don't want it.
That's crazy.
He don't want this shit. I don't blame him.
Alright, yo.
Fuck up, G.
It's your boy.
Yo, we still
Shut up,
live.
G.
I give a fuck.
It's your boy Trey Sweatpants Poppy.
And Miss Nita.
Savage Mark.
This is the Henny Chronicles podcast, yo. We be back next week with some
I'm
more fun
Krystal in the
shit.
background.
Yeah, that's right. Gate is
I
here.
don't say shit about me.
Alright, yo. We'll be back next week because I ain't got no massage party, so hopefully it'll be an earlier show.
Thank
Alright.
Later.
We catch y'all later.